Alright guys, quick video on POLYBLEND Plus SANDED Grout. There's not many videos on this on YouTube that I could find. There's probably like 1 or 2 videos. Nobody really explains how to use it, but it's the most popular one at Home Depot. Rona and Lowe's or whatever you guys got, they have that Mapei, M-A-P-E-I, that brand. That's very popular. Everybody uses. But we got this one, so I'll just show you. I've used it. It's actually really good stuff. It's really easy to use. It dries a little bit fast, so I think that's probably why it's not as popular. But this one is in the charcoal color. So what I got here is just the bucket. Keep it in to make sure it doesn't spill everywhere. We got a bucket and then another bucket, and then we have a, if you've ever washed a car or detailed a car, they come with these things to like get all the like rocks and stuff like that, or little dust and stuff from getting on your wash mitt. But it's good for grouting. It stops all the sand because it's sanded grout. It stops all the sand from attaching to this, so you can scrape it off of the bottom of that thing, and then you can just swap. I got 2 buckets because you can just swap it over and use this clean, fresh bucket after you wiped off most of the excess. So anyways, this is how I mix it up. Put it back in here real quick. Like I said, it's really easy stuff. You don't have to I don't really measure this stuff out, but you can. It is a bit thick because you gotta let it sit for like 5 minutes, so it is a little bit thick, but that's what I'm gonna work with. But honestly, you just get it like a peanut butter smooth, like a smooth peanut butter consistency, and that's all you need. So we're gonna let this sit for 5 minutes, let it harden up a little bit, and we're gonna start applying it. So this is how it comes out on the subway tile. Super nice, super vivid color. It's actually really good grout. Like I said, it just dries fast, so you gotta really work with it, and you gotta like kind of dig it out the lines. Especially with black grout, you got to work with it more. White grout, you can get away with a lot of things, but we went with black, so just keep an eye out for that, what color you go for. That is pretty much it. I'll come back once this is ready and we'll start grouting. Okay, it's been about 5 minutes. We let it sit up a little bit, so let's see, get a little bit thicker. Mix it one more time real quick. Gotta clean this off quick. Like I said, what's good about that thing on the bottom there, all the sand sits below it out of the grout, so you don't gotta worry about it getting on your what is that called, sponge, your sponge. Okay, so we're gonna start. I'm gonna start from up there and come down because it's kind of thin, and it's gonna make its way down regardless. So we're gonna get on here and just start grouting. I think we didn't make enough, but we'll work with what we got here. I know it looks like garbage, but what you're gonna do, you're gonna get your sponge, clean off your hands a little bit. Okay. And you're gonna come with like a little bit of water on there. Okay. If you don't want your hands to drip, just dab it on this sponge, okay? Get your sponge on the, try to get a microfiber sponge. This stuff is actually helped a lot. What you're gonna do is just like massage it in. So find all the areas that are like not perfect. I mean, not obviously that are not gonna be perfect, but like smooth it basically. What you're gonna do is like you're smoothing it, all these little holes and stuff that are in the grout. So it's gonna be obviously really messy, but just keep because we're gonna come back and we're gonna do something else. So just get this as soft as you can here. You're actually activating this grout in the lines even more with a little bit more water, because the instructions tell you not to add more water. So what this is doing is like kind of making it harden faster. So you gotta do this a little bit quick. Clean up your edges here. Work it all in. Like I said, all you're gonna do is basically you're cleaning up the in between all the grout here. Okay guys, the GoPro overheated, but basically just keep wiping it. Wipe your sponge. I mean, rinse your sponge, wipe it down, rinse your sponge, wipe it down, rinse your sponge, wipe it down. Keep doing that until you get a pretty clean surface like this. Okay, you're gonna do that until you get like all your lines are pretty straight and your surfaces are clean to an extent. Okay, like once it starts kind of like cleaning up like this, that's how you know you're ready to start the next thing here, which I'll show you. Let's clean up the edges a bit. Okay, so the best way I found to do this to get perfect lines is to get a microfiber. Okay, nice and clean. You can wipe it down real quick just to give you an idea of what everything looks like. Okay, just wipe it down like this until all the water is wicked up, and then we're gonna come over again with the other side of the microfiber. Basically go like this. Maybe don't use the one I'm using because it leaves kind of like a little bit of lint, so get a good quality one, but I'll clean it up in a second, so don't worry about that. Okay, so we're gonna get the back side here. We just gotta keep wiping it down. Uh-oh. Okay. Now to get these perfect like indented lines, kind of the 3D effect, just grab a little edge here. We're gonna push it and go across all the lines that we think are not completely straight here. So you're gonna use the rounded part of your finger to kind of like recess the grout lines, okay? So you can go up like this with your index. That gives it a nice indent there. Like that, and remove some. See how it's like removing a little bit of grout? Okay. Just keep doing that for all the lines. Like I said, it's a little bit more work, but it is worth it in the end. And then when you go up in lines like this that are like between this half, come over here again, like on the bottom and top, like the eye, so you don't get like a little bulge here in the middle, which you sometimes do if you go too much. So just go like that. So you have a little bit of time to work with this before it dries up. Just do this as fast as you can before it catches up to you. Final wipe down. This is how it came out. These cuts weren't perfect on these edges here, so they kind of look a little funky with the black grout, because the black grout kind of shows all your mistakes, and that's why a lot of people go with the white grout. It's just a bit easier, hides a lot of imperfections that you might have done and all that stuff. So like I said, don't go with the black grout if you're not okay with seeing that, but I think it gives it a more natural look. This is all done by hand. These big gaps here, because I cut these pretty bad, these I'm going to fill in like right about to there with silicone all the way down, black silicone. So it's going to hide the majority of it. I mean, it's not perfect, but this is the main area here. I do have some chips. We do have some chips in like little areas here. Little areas there. I'm going to touch that up with porcelain tile paint. Just touch those up a little tiny with toothpick and stuff. And here I just put straight tiles. I was going to do like the cut in half, and then the next one be full cut in half, blah blah, but you don't really see that area. It's just for aesthetics. Even back here, this was just for fun, to give it a kind of a look, because this is our laundry room as well. It's not just the kitchen. But this kitchen is, or this wall is done. I'm going to do that backsplash up there, back there, and we are pretty much complete. But this is all done. I'm going to clean up with the buckets, the sponges, all that stuff, and start again tomorrow. So that's it.